Share screen. All right, guys, we're live. My first live stream, so turned up late. Looks like there's a few moves that have happened. I might just outline them. So I'll put a couple of arrows. Also, this is a new microphone, so I'm not sure how well this goes, but there's the first one. I could have probably taken this one, but it would have been stopped out there. So, yeah, could probably take that one. Could probably take that one. Could probably take this power bar, green power bar there. So currently where we're at, I just need to check my 5-minute chart. By the way, this is a 2-minute chart. And then on my other screen, I've got a 5-minute chart. So I'll try trade off both. Let's do a quick recap of what's happening. Reload all historical data. Reload Ninja scripts. Just make sure it's all up to date. Not sure what that gap is there. Could be a bit of an error, but that's right. That's right. Okay, so I might even write out my rules for what we're looking for today. So let's do this. So we're looking for our different states. So state, is it either a narrow, trending, wide? Those are our states that we're looking at first. Okay, our position 1, 2, or 3. Yep. And then we want our trade, so primarily wanting to be trading power bars. So we've got our power bars. We've got 3 different types. We've got the elephant. We've got the bottoming tail or topping tail bar. And we've got the color change. And then we want to look for our entry. So are we going to enter with an anticipation? Or are we going to enter above or below, above/below the candle? And then once we get an entry, we want to work on our stop loss. So we only want to lose 1 bar stop loss. And then if we do pick the trade, so let's say we get in a narrow state in position 1, we want to add on the color change. So our add, let's rewrite that. So our add will be the color change. And then our take profit. So our profit take will be, we've got 2 pushes, and then we'll bring our stop loss to break even, stop loss to break even. And then if we do a couple contracts, we'll try to let at least 1 contract ride. Let it ride 1C. Okay, let's number these. So we've got number 1. Nope. Number 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay, 5. Stop loss. 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 6, 7. This is our game plan. Okay. So let's keep that up there. We'll keep that at the top. So that's what we're looking for. So there's our narrow state. These would be position 1. So you could probably take as well the first color change off of that leg. So arrow line, so first color change, you could probably take that one as well. Okay, we got a week, 5 minute, which is indicating we could go long. So I might actually duplicate this, duplicate a new tab, and I'll change this to a 5 minute chart. Okay. Yeah, just so you guys can see the 5 minutes. So I'm going to put this line. I didn't want that to turn green yet. So I'll go back to the 2. I'm going to do the 5 minute on my other screen. I've got 2 monitors. So that's our 5 minute trigger long. Yeah, so that's where we're currently at. Yep. I would probably prefer, if I'm looking long, I'll probably prefer to come test this. This is a 200 simple moving average, this red line. So I'll probably prefer to come test the 200 before going long, before continuing long. But yeah, I logged on pretty late today, so I'm a little bit slow on setting up everything. Okay, let me do this, switch account. Okay, let's have a look. Oops, let's have a look. Let's get out of that. Okay. MNQ. Just playing around a little bit on the YouTube live stream. Okay. Yes, try this. Let's have a look. Good. Get started. Yeah, don't bear with me. I'm just playing around a little bit. Still don't fully know how to work this YouTube studio. Okay. Yep. Okay, it looks good. Good. Okay, good. Still trying to figure out how to put on live chat. Live chat is disabled. Let's go learn more. Here's why on some content for safe reasons, like to put your channel videos is made for kids. Maybe I need to go, it's not suitable for kids. Anyone, subscribers? Okay. Review. Features like live chat. Okay, let's go no. Okay. Okay, there's our live chat is going. So let's have a look now. So you just have to take it off that it's not due for kids. Okay. Save. Man, I'm missing these trades trying to figure out how to work this live. Okay, channel content, dashboard. Dang, I sorted out that. There we go. I sorted it out, and you can see that that trigger I just drew in earlier got picked up. So I'm gonna get rid of this other screen and put the live on my laptop. So I'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Dang, that trigger ended up being perfect. Oh well. Okay, use another account. Paramount Day trading, good. The sooner I can figure this out, then I can get back to trading because it looks like we're having a little bit of a breakout. And so if this keeps going, we might be able to take the color change with it and just go very small contracts. Or we can watch for a, what would you call it? Market law 4, where it's like a double top, and then take the reversal. So if we do look at doing the reversal, I might either just go a couple contracts, and if it gets stopped out, I'll just load back up on the next reversal. Reversal. Okay, good. Okay. There we go. We're all pretty much ready to go now. So computer's set. Let's have a look. So there's my game plan. So we're currently getting away. Let me just write up another game plan real quick. So F12. So this will be the reversal. The reversals. Let's put our reversals in. Let's have a look. So we've got a couple. If we end up getting a blow off top where it runs away, then we want to see a strong reversal, so we can go power bar reversal. So that'll be like a massive strong red candle that just takes everything out. Second, we can do the market law 4. Market law 4. Third, we can do the 20 MA halt. Actually, let's put in the 3-finger spread. And then we'll do it followed by power bar reversal. And then we can do number 4, the 20 moving average halt. So let me just put those up there for now. So that's what we're currently looking for. So you can see that's a bit of a power bar there. So it's cleared that. That's a color change short as well. It's cleared it. This will be the 5-minute trigger short. So I don't want to take this. So I'd probably prefer to either get the market law 4, which will be it comes down, comes back up, fails to make a significant new high. Maybe it just breaks it like a peekaboo, or maybe it just falls a bit short just there, and then take the reversal. But I wouldn't mind a little more of a gap between this 200 moving average, the 20 moving average, and then the price of the stock way up here. 3-finger spread, and then taking the power bar short and bring it back to the 20 moving average. And so what we will do, there's going to be a lot of opportunities anyway to trade, even if it looks like it's going sideways. So 69 ticks. I just want to get one of these ready. So I probably want to go maybe at 69 ticks. I kind of want to max risk $60. So I could probably go 2 contracts, but I don't like that there's not enough room to this blue line. So it's not big enough. So if I was to take it, it would just be 1 contract, maybe for 40 ticks, which would be $20. I prefer to get the market law 4, where I short it from back up here. Or unless the 5-minute chart looks good. But currently I'd prefer not to fight against the trend. It's a little bit of a delay as well, so I'm not sure what that's about. So yeah, currently I would say we are in. So we're definitely not, if we go to state, we're definitely not narrow. We're probably more trending, even though it's a slow trend. Yeah, we're not super wide. So if we get up a little bit further, yeah, so this is more of the push long that I want. And so I do want more of a convincing follow through. But if this green bar here is a little bit, it doesn't close very strong, or these next ones don't close very strong, and then a red bar just comes in and wipes it out, then I'll short it, but I do want a little more space. And so what I might do is, based on the amount of risk, I might use 2 contracts on the first one. If it gets stopped out, that's okay. I'll just wait for momentum to slow long, and then I'll just load up on the contracts, maybe do like 4 contracts or 6 or 8, just depending on what it looks like at the time. But you want to be very careful fighting against the trend. So when I was busy drawing in this line and then trying to figure out how to get the comment section to work, like I said, I wanted to catch more of a reversal long from this point, because this blue line here, it acts like boxing ropes. Like there's a little bit of spring, so that sprung through, and then it bounced itself off. And also, I probably wouldn't mind seeing the 5-minute chart, just slow down a little bit. or just at least show signs that it's failing to move long. So, I mean, you know, if anything, we could probably target these highs up here. So it would be nice to be in a long position. And even this one on this strong power bar, that's a big power bar on the 5-minute chart. So that one I just drawn, this one here. But I'd prefer to get that as a color change, which is the green just takes out that red right there. So there's less risk. So I'll remove that. We'll stay away from that one. We'll stay away from that one. So we'll go back to the 2-minute chart. And now it's just a matter of waiting. The only real color change that I probably would have taken is this one, is that one there. Even that's a good power bar, but you probably want to only have that one candle at risk. So that would have probably been stopped out. So that's a better one there. Even this one, like you'd probably only take it maybe as it took out the highs there. But otherwise you would have got stopped out there. So you can see we just need to wait a bit. We just got to be a little bit patient. Not too much is happening right now. Don't want to jump in too early. So you'd prefer to go with the trend at this stage, but you know, we're just a little bit far away, so you just don't want to rush it. Yeah, this is my first live stream, so I'm kind of not fully focused on the trading, so I've got to be mindful as well. That because I'm trying to figure out how to run this this live stream, and also I don't even know if you can comment yet. So if you're in there, just drop us a comment to see if it actually works. See this one here? See how these are failing to follow through? So if we just had a red candle that just come in and just took out all of that there, then that's probably worth jumping in. Probably just 2 contracts. So I'll do a risk to reward. We'll see what it is. Yeah, 80. I could probably take that because we'll probably target those lows there. But you don't want to lever all up on just the first trade, unless it's, you know, unless there's shows massive weakness and just a real strong red candle just comes in, and then you could probably take that red candle all the way back to there. Well, that's quite a bit. Hey, that'll be about $200 with a small risk. So at least if we do catch something, then we'll at least go 1-to-1. Okay. Yeah, in the sideways section, if we go sideways and just put in these small little bars, then you just wait for one of these strong candles to just take it out. I don't feel too confident getting into the long section at the moment. So I'd prefer to just wait for the long to run off, then slow down, run out of steam, and then take the reversal. Only because I'm naturally better at shorting. I feel like shorts just pay a little quicker, and it's easier for me to read. But yeah, had an overall pretty good week last week, so we'll try to keep up the momentum. Just don't want to rush anything. So we've got our game plan. The other thing is we could get a strong green candle long, and then it just get wiped out with a red candle. And if that's the case, so let's say this candle here just goes, up there, and then it just gets demolished straight away. Zero follow through, red candle comes straight in. That's our 3-finger spread. Like if you got a finger there, and then a finger there. There's our 3 fingers, and then we want a power bar to come through. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, you're always better to just go with the trend, so got to be careful reversing it. Overall, though, I do think longs look better for this session. But you just wait and see. Just wait and see. So we either have a couple of different areas. That we'll target, so we might even line. So maybe just this zone, those 2 zones. Currently our average is long, so wait for it to slow down. So see if this bar clears everything towards the left. If it's a strong close, then that's good to go long, but I still prefer to catch these power bars, like probably more that one. And I think that was the trigger that I outlined earlier. So that trigger on the 5-minute, which would have been the color change, was there. I don't know why I say trigger, I'm just used to saying trigger, but it's a color change on the 5-minute chart, which is that spot. So you want to get color changes close to the moving average. So yeah, if I get rid of this 5-minute chart, that was the line. Green takes out the red, pushing off. So there's the color change I was saying. You could probably take that one there. Can't remember what that is. Then there was a 2-minute move, but that would have been the line to take when we come back to the 2-minute chart. YouTube. This is my first ever live as well, so not too bad. Just got to be patient. So I do want a little more space. I want the stock price to get more up here, and then I just don't really want to jump in. Still don't think we're late in the trend. I still think we've got a little while to go, but I'd prefer to get some room first and then take a reversal bar. Those carrots. You don't want them? Can you bring me some with some grapes?
Some what?
Grapes. Carrots and grapes for dinner. You can see this 5-minute chart. You can see this 5-minute chart. This 5-minute chart actually closed really, really strong. So you want to see, I'm just going to draw this in. So that would be the color change short, which I keep referring to as a trigger. But you want to see what happens. So if we do obviously pick up, you might have some people that are trying to go along there, either pick them up and continue to follow through. But if it picks them up and then straight away reverses, then you probably want to be taking that short on that spot right there, which is going to be, yeah, right there. Still don't know how I feel about that. Still prefer a little more room. Maybe if I make the charts bigger, it looks like there's more room. Just got to be careful jumping in too early. So you want to get in sort of close to the blue line. So that would be a good entry on that one. Even this one, but you'd probably prefer to maybe enter as it takes out either that color change or that color change. That one will be more ideal because you can shorten the risk. And then if it fails here, if it halts at the 200 and then bounces back up, you'll just re-enter long. But that's a better position. You can catch a better move. That's not bad. But see this one, this still looks like it pays, close to 1-to-1, but it's a little bit further away. So there's the chance that this comes down. If you're going to have the 1-bar stop, there's a chance that this comes down, just wicks you out, and then continues. It's all about just trying to pick the best for your risk reward and getting it early in the trend, getting on the train early. A lot of people will try to catch momentum, but you want to catch it at the start. And then when we push away a little bit, everybody's thinking about jumping on that train. You're already deciding because you've got your rules. So you've got your 2 pushes, and then you're starting to, take profit out. When others are jumping on and they're just getting in a little bit late. Yes, I'm still favoring the movement long. There's just not a spot for me to enter. I'll put the I'll put a mark in the spot which would have been the good spot to enter. And mind you, I come in a little bit late as well. It's just getting home from work. And I'll make this line. Let's pick a color. Let's go. No, let's not do blue. Let's do purple. Let's go blue violet. Yeah, so that would have been a good entry. So that was a 5-minute color change, which is also a fail. It's also this, which is a power bar short, but you're going against the 2 averages. So when that got taken out, so that's a color change long, and also a color change on the 5 minutes. So that was a good one to take. Yeah, so this is looking better. I just want the stock price up here a little bit further, because I'd primarily trade only off the 5 minute. So this is, I don't want to take the 5 minute, but this is a risk reward. This is a 5 minute color change. So that would be, where are we? Number 6. So that's step 6. So if this gets taken out, that's the color change that you can take. So you want to go, that'll be 40 ticks risk. And so if that does get picked up, you just go, yeah, 30 ticks, maybe 2 contracts, take $30, and then be thinking short. But also, like I said, that we got this price up here, which we may want to target. But I prefer to get the pullback down here and then play it long, or just look for a better entry level. So unless we got a big power where this just come massively short, then I might go 2 contracts short and then just run it for this. But I'll still keep another like 4 to 6 contracts getting ready in case that short, there's no follow through. And then we'll go long, because in that case, then we're definitely going long. So this would be, if this fails, this would be market law 4, which is like a double top. So there'll be top 1. This is like a peekaboo high. Did that even break the high? Nah, so basically a double top. I mean, even that's not. Yeah, I just don't know about that. That's not that much. Yeah, I'm just wondering. I might. Let's take it. Let's take it. And then if it fails, let's just go back the other way. If it fails, so we want to go 1 bar, which is there. So we'll put our risk to reward. So we'll go there. And then we'll set this. Oh yeah, so there we go. It looks like this might get stopped out. So not really the most ideal way to trade it, but sort of how I figured to try do it. Just hedge it a bit. Yeah, because there's the 5 minute. I might actually, if we do a 5 minute, I might actually just, no, let's keep it where we're at. But it won't, but as soon as it, if we do follow through short, as soon as it breaks that, I'm just going to squeeze the stop in case we just take that out and then just turn straight away. Let me just check where my stop loss is. I'll get rid of this. I might actually just move these just slightly higher. The reason why slightly higher because that's that 5 minute color change. Risk reward. So yeah, that would be. Let's mark that out because that's where you would be targeting. So that would be roughly 30 ticks, so about $90 long, and risking. If I was to take this loss on that short, that would be about 35 or whatever it was going to be. Wherever that stopped, I think I moved it a little bit, so it might actually be a little closer to 40. Ruler. Yeah, probably closer to 40. Okay, so this is looking good because there's not a whole lot of follow through on the long side. But now we just want a very strong power bar short, so we probably want this candle or the next one to just take out everything towards the left. And then even if it doesn't follow through, that's okay. But also what you don't want it to do, and it doesn't matter because I'm hedged both ways, is a lot of these little candles to form and then just one strong green candle that just clears it all out. That's okay if that does happen because I'll probably make more money on the long side. Is what it is. The where are we? So on this one here, so the free finger spread. Didn't even spell that right. Free finger spread. So it's not really there anyway. These are quite close. You want it to be quite big. So you want to be taking the reversal from more like this section, or maybe even a little higher, you know, all the way up there. So that'll be a big gap. So otherwise you're probably better off playing with the trend. But you can see on the 5 minute chart anyway, there's a little bit of room back towards this blue line, which is the 20 moving average. So we might come back here and then continue long, sort of like what these have done. So take that color change. Oh, no, that's not a color change. We'll take that trigger short back there and then bounces back up. So same sort of principle. Just got to see if it takes out that level or if that level holds and it just turns around. Just draw a Fibonacci in. So I'll show you how I do my fibs or how I read them. So that's in the top, all that price is in the top third. So I'd still be thinking long with this. Yeah, which is that. Remove this indicator. There we go. Oh, yeah, so that's a good reversal. I still think that's going to follow through because there's a minute left. Really lucky I moved that stop loss. Yeah, so Just got to wait and see what this candle, if it closes up there, then that's a really, really good long, and I might actually increase the contracts on that. I might go 10. See what this risk is going to be. But I'd prefer to get it to close close to the top. So not pick me up in this bar. Ideally, pick me up in the very next bar. Oh yeah, this is good, so it can pick me up now. I don't mind it picking me up now because I didn't realize there's just a couple seconds left. Oh. See, if this red was just to wipe that out, that's a real strong reversal. Let's just make sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll zoom in a bit. Just try to get it as close as possible. Yeah, so what I was talking about is the way I run the fibs is I want the price to stay in that top third, which it basically has. So that's more of like a rest. So the stock's just having a little bit of a rest, like a sprinter, you know, doing 100 meters, then having a break and then getting ready for the next leg. But if this red candle just turns around and takes this out, then that's zero follow through. So it's actually, yeah, there we go. Oh. So I might just leave this there and get ready to add to it if it does come through. I might add an extra contract. I'm really preferring, I really hope a long comes nice. I don't like that close. I do hope the long comes because I feel like this will pay a lot quicker than trying to hold that short back down there. And I mean, overall trend is up. There is a little bit of space on this 5 minute back there. So I mean, you can see we're sort of stuffing around up here and we failed to follow through because that green candle there's a really strong one. And that high hasn't been picked up. So we've got 2 minutes left. So, I mean, this is a strong short candle, which will give us at least enough room back to there. If you want us to be super, super ambitious, oh, that's a wrong one. Where the heck is the delete? Okay. I want to go Fibonacci. There we go. F8, it's a little dark. I can't see my keyboard. That's why I'm just using this. I mean, you could probably try to run that back to the 50% or even the 76%, which will be the red line. But yeah, I wouldn't want to try that. So yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, here we go. And also, if we get one strong green candle, even if it's this next one, we just want that strong green candle to close out all of this data towards the left. If we do get one strong green candle, it'll wipe out, I don't even know how many candles are to the left. Let's count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3. Anyway, there's probably like fucking 1,000. But you get what I mean, especially in this most recent run up. There's about 20 odd candles that will just clear out, including that high, and so that high, that high, that high. I doubt that it will just pick you up and just turn straight away, because the sellers have already been losing when they've been trying to take out these people. And so if it does get picked up anyway, you only want the 1 bar risk. And then what we'll be doing is, if we get taken out, like let's say we put our stop loss there and it does get taken out, then we have to have another think. Oh yeah, this 5 minute. So look at this 5 minute. It's a real battle on this 5 minute. Okay. But surely, there we go. Surely that doesn't just pick me up and not follow through. There we go. Okay, I'll bring that stop. Okay, it scares me when the price moves too quick. No, there we go. I should have just kept the stop loss there. So there's that would have been our 40 ticks easy, which I don't even know what that would have been. That would have been maybe a couple $100, I think. That's right. But there you see, especially this. So it's pretty much just wiping out all of that data towards the left. See, that's a really strong close, but it did use a lot of energy. So the next trade you'd be taking is a red candle. I actually think this is the start of the leg that will probably go way up. It's just that in the past, I got burnt a lot when I was learning. And when they moved too quick, it would scare me a lot. So, but yeah, to be honest, I just got a bit just dropped a little bit. Did the old ditty on that, freaked out. But maybe next time I'll just move the stop loss to break even, just leave it there. Oh yeah, that's right. So the reason why it's not as high is because I had a short running. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was wondering why it should have been a lot more. That's okay, because I want to either try catch the color change long and keep going, and then when we go back to the reversal, I'll do the same thing. I'll layer up. I'll do about 10 contracts or 12 contracts, and so let's say it gets up to this target here, and then I'll layer in like two or 4 contracts, maybe 6 contracts, and then if it looks like it's going to keep going, I'll work my way up to 10, and I'll try to target the blue line. And so that should be a good couple hundred, I'm guessing. And then I'll wait for the 20 moving average halt. So it to crash back down, go through. So I'll target the blue line, which is 20 moving average, and then I'll wait for it to push through and then come back up and then whack into the blue line like a trampoline and then just spring it back down. Yeah, and I should have checked the 5 minute chart as well. I forgot it had just changed, so we're super, super early into this 5 minute candle. But essentially, the longer it builds up sideways, I mean, you could see that was really building up. That sprinter, had a good rest and then just getting ready to run. And I'll probably, on the color change, if we do get it, because I don't want to risk too much of that, I'll probably either go 1 contract or 2 contracts. Maybe 1 contract just to build that a little bit. But if that candle had just done that slower and just not gone off like crazy, I would have held it. See, that's a power bar. That's a power bar reversal right there. But I don't want to take that, even though we've got a bit of a free finger spread. I need to change that name. But even though we've got a bit of room, and that's a power bar short, I probably still prefer to take the first color change long. I'm still feeling long, so I'll set this up. We'll go there. I'll just check the risk. Oh yeah, I might just add a. Oh, that's a very strong close. That just happened just in the last few seconds. I don't mind the short on that. Don't mind the short on that. See if I can get into this. Where's my sell? Get rid of this. Oh, see what happens. Just because that closed a little stronger than I want. That is a power bar. I still prefer longs, but I feel like that was too good of a close to just let it. The better entry would have been the color change. Would have just given just a little bit more risk. And also, that's a color change right there, which I did miss that. So we could have actually probably taken, that's a color change off of the 20 moving average. So green takes out the red. I did miss that. Can't remember what I was doing. Guys, I'm gonna break even on this if I can. If it picks me up. Yeah. I still prefer. I still feel like we've got more room long, and I prefer to just save some of my capital for a massive reversal short. So I'd prefer to, even if it's just because that was only a little risk, $20-something with $20-something profit. I prefer to save that, even if it does get taken out. I prefer to save that for these highs up there and take more of a violent reversal. I feel like this just isn't enough room. I'll see if I can find an example of what more room looks like. Yeah, that's a market law 4. So you could probably take that color change back and long there. There's a little more room to get back there. And then I still don't know what happened there. Why is there a line there? Oh well, let's have a look. Let's go back. Better get rid of this in case that gets picked up. Oh, this is my trading from the other night. Let's see what happened. Cleared 15 bars to the left. Yeah, I think I might have taken it there. That color change. Even though that's a power bar, that cleared a lot. Yeah, power bar out of the narrow state. So I think I took that as well. And then, yeah, color change off. So, yeah, I think I did $350 that night. Relatively small risk as well. And those 3 trades paid pretty well. So let's go back. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. If we get another push up and it fails to break that high, then I'll go short. Kind of like what I tried to do a little bit earlier. That's the color change there, but I prefer to take that closer to the blue line. So you don't have to catch every trade. You just got to catch the ones that make the most sense. The big thing would be is that trade, that purple line down there, is if you can catch that and just hold it. Just hold it. So maybe bring your stop loss to that pivot 1, and then that's it. And then you'd probably bring it up to that bar. I know me, I would have been stopped out probably on that if I had to put that in. Or probably the same thing here, would have just panicked out. But yeah, 200 ticks. Yeah. But there's a lot of money to be made in these markets. There's still a lot. So what we'll do is we just caught a little piece on this run up. So we took this section. So I'll put so what was this? This was a power bar and a color change. Power bar / color change. Off. Okay. Let's get this ready. Let's get this ready. Because if that fails, then we definitely want to be short. There we go. We definitely want to be short on that. I didn't see the time. That's okay. That's still a big failure to go long. You want to catch it. I entered at about the 50-second mark. You want to enter probably from now on. Just didn't see the time on that. That's okay. I'm not sure if I want to continue playing that long. So if I get stopped out, I'll just stop it. Get stopped out. 40 ticks, and then I'll wait for that failure all the way long. And then I'll just take the big reversal short. Yeah, so that was my bad. That was probably just a lack of focus. I wasn't watching the screen and then just seeing something set up and just taking it. Is what it is. I still do like that, these highs up here. I still do like those highs up there. I might take, if we come back, I might take these longs. But only if we get a good, strong follow through. Because we're on the 5 minute, we're getting kind of far away. On this 2 minute, we're still not super far away. We want a bigger gap. So I'll just set those. Because just what I'm sort of anticipating is a close like that, where it just cleared everything towards the left. So you could probably say leg 1, leg 2. Yeah, I don't want to get too far into the legs. You can see we're sort of slowing down like that one there. We're going sideways for a bit. We might do the same thing on this one. But I still do like these longs. I still do think we're going long. Risk reward. Let's see if we were to take that power bar candle. So that's probably where we would want to be. A 1-to-1 would be about 80 ticks. So something like that. So let's check the 5 minute. Oh, yep. So we got our 5 minute. So yeah, that's a weak 5 minute close. Could still just be getting set up for the next leg long. Which does look like what it might be doing. So I might do the same thing, guys, and just get out at break even. If it wants to come and pick me up again, yeah. And still look at trying to catch this long from that spot. So I'll just move this off there for a bit. Just leave it there. So unless we get, so my entry, I'll probably go there. So if we can get a power bar that clears all that, then I'll take it. If we don't, that's okay. My reversal, I needed a little more gap. I need more room than just that. So yeah, like I said, this section up here is a lot better to just come back from, to reverse back from. There's a lot more space. There is still room to bring it all the way. You know, if you were to target something like, let's do our Fibonacci's. So let me get rid of these. You know, the 50% of, let's say this move. Now, see how far that is? I want more room. So if we're going to target that 50%, I'd need it to like crash violently and then jump in on the short. And that's roughly where the blue line would be. See, these closes are better. These are more promising for the short side. So I might actually jump back in on shorts. If that picks me up, come on, man. Yeah, so similar thing. So this section here is the blue line on the 5-minute chart. Well, roughly where you'd think it would be. So I do like this because that would be the failure, like a double top again. And then what will happen if we get a strong green bar like that one that just clears all this, I can then jump the longs and for a 1-to-1 of what this candle roughly is. So I might just check the 5-minute chart, see if there's anything that might restrict this from going lower or, act as weakness. Going lower. Okay. Let's have a see. No, I'm not too sure, hey. I mean, I'm not too sure on this 5-minute. It's already hit the blue line, so that's probably where you'd want to put, if you're targeting, but you'd probably target from maybe there to there. So how about let's just let this one, let's not stop out early. Let's just leave it. And we're either going to hit this or we're going to pick up my next trade long. Just going to go get some grapes and then we'll see come back, see what happens. Dan, I'm just going to talk to myself. That's right. Okay. Here we go. You right? Oh shit. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, we did have that bounce off of it. Hey, let's have a look. There's my mouse. So do I want to bring my entry there and my stop there, or am I better off holding that? So that's actually a really good long right there. Oh, that 5-minute is actually holding up really, really good long. So I might just keep it there to see where it closes, because if this 5-minute closes like at it, that's a really good sign we're still going long. Yeah, here we go. So it's gonna that's a really good A really strong 5-minute long. 30 seconds left on this long candle, this 5-minute candle. So I want a bit of space to see if there's follow through with this, or if it just comes around and we go sideways and come back. Either way, I'm not going to diddy out. I'm just going to hold this. So the thing I'm contemplating is, do I shift it there? So maybe I will. If this comes up, I just don't want to jump in too early. But since we've gone lower than that previous doji, if we then turn around and continue to follow through, like this is going to do, I just don't want to be too early on it. Damn these bloody grapes. I'm just not too sure. Hey, I might just see what happens with it. I just don't want to enter it in too early and stop me out both directions. So I'll give it a little bit of space. And it really needs to commit to the longs. Because if the longs do hold, that's this section or this area here is where our blue line is on the red chart. So we probably will go back and visit this. It's not a bad place to short. This one here would have been better. Probably that section there would have been better to try and short it. But that's the second short that I took. But this 5-minute candle really wants to take out this. That's that level in the 5-minute where that line is. So it really wants to take that out. So yeah, that'll be the target. If we do go long, I probably want to get out just a little bit earlier. It's a big battle right now, shorts and longs. So yeah, we need a big push through this with these red candles. We need to take out the shorts. Need to take out that. If the shorts can't take that out, then we're probably going to go long. And so, the shorts fail to take this candle here up, then I'll probably move my long entry into that spot. Yeah. So if this green candle comes here and clears that, then I'm taking the long for sure. And I might even add in a few contracts. Because we'll basically be duplicating that push again. So like that push. Either way, it doesn't matter which side wins. If the shorts get a strong close, and it closes below there, below that level, then we're doing pretty well on the shorts, and we'll probably actually slowly go. We'll either go 50% of this whole run up, or we'll actually come quite low down here. But we've got to test these levels, that level there, that level there. So maybe you would want to draw a fib like that. See how that's still in that top third section? That's still really good for longs. But what you've got is you've got strong long, little to no follow through, strong long, no follow through, strong long, no follow through. So maybe if somebody wasn't in long or short right now, the better entry might be take out this bar and go short, or take out all of that data towards the left and go long. If somebody was a little bit undecided. One, two, three, four, five. I do like this. I mean, you can see I'm 8 contracts on my long, so I do favor the longs, but I want to hedge the with the going short as well, because I'd prefer to pick something up. But I'm also mindful that, we are kind of later in this trend. Yeah, so that's the big power bar. So this one here hasn't obviously lost. But these are struggling to follow through. Okay, sell stop. So I was hoping to get a big short candle, and I was going to add to it. Might just leave that there. So at the moment, these are setting up for either or. See, if that was to fail and just turn around and give us a real strong green candle, I'd still. How many contracts am I? 8, I think. Yeah. I mean, it might even increase the contracts. Like what happened earlier, where we went sideways and we just called up and then shot off. That's what I'm anticipating. So basically this reversal, we're taking this as a market law 4, but I do want more space. So there's no real space. You know, you want a lot of space. Right now we're on the moving average, which you kind of want to trade, you know, away and back to the moving average. These haven't given us much like that. So that color bar, you know, that power bar short or that color change short back towards the moving average, you want to do it like that. And if we do get the strong green candle and it clears out that and it sort of closes above that green line, then I'll probably will jump back into the longs. See how the 5-minute chart's doing. Yeah, and I mean, I'm all the way up here anyway because I want to make sure that the market really commits. Don't want to jump in too early. Yeah, so the failure long looks pretty good right now. Yeah, so we want this to close. We want this to close lower than that. I mean, if you ask me what I want the long. I'd prefer a candle to close over this. I feel like the longs will just pay quicker. But like I said, either way, I'm hedged both directions. It's a real battle between the two groups. Wow, there we go. So I want to. That scares me when it moves so quick. So I'm going to move the stop loss. So I like to squeeze it. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's good that we're calling it. It always just freaks me out a bit when they move too quick. And I know I just did it out again. I said I wouldn't, but yeah. So that's roughly back towards this blue line. So then you can see I'm probably going to keep trading and see if what happens here and try catch a little bit longer long, a bit more of a move long, and then try to take that reversal and just leverage up. You know, 8 contracts, 10 contracts, 12 contracts, just depending on how quickly the market's moving. Just try catch one big move short. I mean, this could be the big move anyway because there's a lot of failure to follow through on the long side. So this could be the move short all the way back down here. It's just when those candles move a little bit quicker, they just freak me out. But I know over time I'll get used to it. At this stage, I'm just prefer to protect my capital since I've slowly been growing this account anyway. So this account now will be at about just under $2,000 profit, and I just need the $3,000 target, and then I'll pass the evaluation, and then I can move on to trying to trade the funded. So this is Take Profit Trader. You can see, I might see if I can bring it up. Oh yeah, there we go. So you can see on there. So here it is, Take Profit Trader. So it's a $50,000 account. It's at 51,957. So yeah, 3,000 is the target for the evaluation. What's this one? Okay, this is the 2 minute, yeah. So it does look like that was the major top. Let's see what this has done. Yeah, so that 1-to-1 would have been hit quite comfortably. I don't know how far I would try to take this. I think what I'll try to do is, if shorts are still on the table, we'll look for this one. So the 20 moving average halt. So get quite a bit of a room here, slow down, come backwards towards the blue line, hit it, and then bounce short again, targeting down there. Oops. So let's mark out our trade. It was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the power bar reversal. Would have been good if I had it added to it. But that's right. I did get 2 contracts prepared to add to the short. But that's okay. You can already see that that one kind of scared me out a little bit anyway. So that's all right. Yeah, this one. Power bar short. Power bar short. And yeah, slash. We didn't catch the color change, but essentially slash market law 4. What else can we slash? Yeah, market law. Yeah, pretty much. So let's check this. You probably could color change that. Let's check this. Yeah, so you probably could color change that on the shorts. 30 ticks, $15. Not worth the risk. One contract. I'll prefer to try take, like I said, the 20 moving average halt back up here. You can see the trend is turning. Yeah, so that's the color change. I'm wondering if I should. I might try take it. If it picks me up. If it doesn't, that's right. didn't even have it in the right spot. It might have picked me up if I had it in the right spot. Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, it did pick me up. I actually went to close that out, which is funny. That's okay. Ah, what the heck? There you go. Just close it out. Doesn't matter. I want to wait for that, for if we come back to there and halt it and then go short. 5-minute chart does look good on shorts. Get rid of this. Yeah, so 5-minute chart looks really good on shorts. This is actually a really good candle close. Yeah, that's really nice. Let's see where that takes us on the 2-minute. Yeah, I can see that. So that would be, let's do that run. Yeah, roughly that. So that's a little color change, yeah. Yeah, that looks about good. Can see that happening. That's right amount anyway, so I'll probably be waiting around for a little while. Either try catch that bounce there, or we'll come back down here and I'll try catch the bounce, if we do bounce. But I prefer to try to catch these moves all the way from here and up, or all the way from here and continue short. These color changes, I find them easier to take on the long side. Let's see where this color changes at. Yeah, so that's a pretty good one. So yeah, that's all right. You can probably see that was going to come through, especially when I took this 5-minute, when I took this 1-to-1 and put it there roughly where it goes to, because that's a really good 5-minute candle. But you got to be prepared to take that, and I just wasn't prepared to take it. Especially because I've got my head set on trying to catch a big move. So these little ones, even though they tend to follow through, so that'll be leg 1, that'll be leg 2. That's like a brief interrupt. You know, it's like running and there's a hurdle and you just jump the hurdle, so it slows you down a little bit, but then you keep going. But I still prefer to try to catch one, like a really, really big move. Sort of from the start, like this one, like that one. Lines aren't too far away, and try to catch the whole run. As that turned against you, though, that would have been hard to hold. So this one might have been easier to take, to enter in there. I mean, same thing. That's a big coming against you, especially after taking out that high. That's right. Someone text me. Let's have a look. So they want me to check out. Hobo, could you check this out and let me know what you think? Hudson Point Capital, private equity, crowdfunding with Hudson Point Capital, equityezo.com, investment. To be honest, I don't know much about these. So profit, 152%, revenue, 34,000, profit 29,000. Oh, don't want to click that. Now I've got no idea what the heck that is. Sorry, mate. Looks like a scam. What you could try to do is, if you take that, if I win 2 contracts, just take one off, bring the other to break even, and just let it run and see where it goes. So you could probably bring your stop loss to that point because you don't want to lose that candle. Yeah, so you're locking about 60 ticks. And then on the next lower low, like strong low, you can probably move the stop loss below that. But just run it all the way here, see what happens. Maybe you pick up this all the way down here, all the way down there, 140 ticks. Maybe get stopped out a little bit early. Probably be a little while before we get our next opportunity to take a trade. Because we want to play off of something. We don't want to play in this whole section here. So this section here, this region here. Oops, that's the wrong one. So this whole region here is a trap zone. So you got the these are moving average trap zones. So just through here, you don't want to be playing. You either want to play off down here and go back long, or play off here and go short. You don't want to play like in the middle. You might get caught up. And ideally, if we slowly make a move, or you just have a really strong close that, the candle closes up here, wipes out literally everything next to it. That'll be a really good one to go long. But the overall trends on both this and the 5-minute are down. So you can see that. So let's have a look. Do a Fibonacci. We'll just take this whole run up. Yeah, so what we want to play is we probably want to play something like that. Something like that. If we don't get the power bar coming off of this one, and we'll play it on the 2-minute chart, then you leave it because we might be going long. But if you do get the power bar short on the 2-minute, sort of like this, there is a bit of space between there. That's the key thing you need. A lot of time on this side, then a big push down with some space, come back up here, bounce like a trampoline, come back. Even if this red bar was to just straight away wipe out that whole green bar, so you still want to play it because you're in that trap zone I talked about. Yeah, not a lot's happening. I might actually go get something more to eat. But you can see that. So I mean that one would have probably been hard to take. You probably would have wanted to take it coming into here. So maybe when it 30 seconds left of the candle, wherever it is, enter it, stop loss there. Take your 1-to-1. Maybe you take your profit out there, call it 1-to-1, or maybe you move your stop loss to that point and then get stopped out. If you're good enough, you can wait for the pivot pullback, put it there. Moving average stop loss or second pivot pullback, new high, take some profit, leave one contract, probably end up getting stopped out over there. But that's if you take the rules, if you trade your rules really, really well. I'm gonna go get some food, maybe having a drink. Let's have a look. All right, guys, we're back. What do we got? Excuse me. Maybe a color change on the 5-minute chart. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe a color change on the 5-minute chart. I don't really like trading on the 5. I prefer to take him on the 2, but that is a valid trade. Yeah, so there we go. Just went straight through. Yeah, there we go. Not so much the bounce I wanted, the 20 EMA halt. I wanted it to come up a bit more. But you can see as well, if we put that Fibonacci, so it stayed in that lower, quarter. So that's like I said on the run up, that's like a rest, and then it gets ready to power off. Yeah, so that 5-minute color change actually went really, really well. There would have been a few people trying to go back long on this, and then just getting stopped out straight away. So this does look pretty good to come target this section on the 5-minute. Which if we go to the 2-minute, I mean, it might not fully go there because where's that bar? All charts. Yeah, because obviously on the 2-minute, it's over here. So the 2-minute might just come through a little bit and then get ready to turn back long, which is what I might prepare to do. So yeah, we're pretty much in that awkward stage now. Most of that run has been gone, and then people, if you still have that short, you'd have been doing pretty well. There's the first pivot pullback, so you could probably put your stop there. I don't think I would be able to carry that whole. I just know my trading strategy. I wouldn't be able to carry that whole trade. But there's the first pivot pullback. New high, so you could shift your stop loss behind there because you wouldn't want to lose that. There's a really strong candle. So obviously, if you lose that candle, then who knows what's happening with the direction. You'll be stuck in that trap zone again anyway. So I'll just bring our game plan back over here. So currently we're trending down from wide to narrow. Is our state. The position you'd be in right now is position 2. So on the position 2, you're probably better off going short. Maybe one long and 2 options of short. But you don't want to fight that trend. So you can even see rule number 6 or game plan number 6 was the color change, which was that. So you could have added that. And profit take on 2 pushes, so push 1, push 2. So that would have been your profit take there. And then if you wanted it, you'd leave 1 contract and you'd let it ride. So you'd probably be out. So like I said, your stop loss would be behind that, so you'd probably be out right now. But that would be pretty good. You've got the chance to try to run it all the way down to this spot. You know, and if you didn't move your stop loss there and maybe you're at the pivot point, you'd definitely have it here. There was a very weak 5-minute close as well. Push 1, rest, push 2. So you're still kind of in the trap zone here. So I don't really want to play that. I'd rather play narrow and with the 20 moving average, and then probably still prefer to play short up here, but maybe a big rejection off here, like a big bounce, like this one did, but happen up here, and then continue going short. Otherwise, best of just waiting. Yeah, what we might want to trade. So if I put some lines on it again, let's do this. So if we do continue to follow through there, and then we get a big rejection, like a power bar short, we might be able to trade that short back towards this. That's a little riskier for me. Or the other trade you might want to take is the color change. But that's still a little risky. But I mean, technically that's a valid trade right there. I just haven't tested it much myself, so I prefer to stay out of it. I sort of know more of the odds of this, and then waiting for this. That's like a major top. You're late in the move. The state is wide. You're in position 3. You're getting away. You've got a 3-finger spread, although it's not big. I still would prefer a bigger spread. And then failure, boom. So let's put our 1-to-1. So you could either try take that, or you could try hold it out down to the red. Probably looks pretty good to hold it down to the red. So Layden, do I take this? That's a big power bar. I just don't know if I want to take this. I mean, technically, I do feel like this is actually a really good trade. Power bar off. My stop, if I do take it, my stop will be tight. So I'll put it right behind that. So you could say that's the 20 MA halt into the color change. I did want it a little bit further up here, but this is because that's the 5-minute 20 moving average, but I don't trade the 5-minute anyway, so I guess there's no point in me putting it up there. But yeah, the color change is better to take because you're earlier and there's less risk. At least if you get stopped out, it's only a 23 tick stop out. Whereas this is now a 50 tick stop out. So if that lacked the follow through, and then we had a strong short, then I'd prefer to take that. But this is a really good follow through. It's not fully off of there. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I prefer to have it a little bit closer. Unless that's the 50% of the move. No. Yes, I mean, if this was the turnaround, because that's a very strong, it's a bull 180. Let me put that in. Bull 180. 180s. Let's put the 180s in. Yeah. So technically, you could trade that. Position isn't the best. But it is targeting on the 5-minute chart. It is targeting that blue line, so that's where I drew that box. And then what I'd be thinking is to take that short continuation short. Just got to be careful. We don't want to take it too early, especially if this closes well, which it looks like it might. Yeah, so I mean it's gone over the 50%. So what you might expect it to do is come back again a little bit, and then shoot back up. And then that might be us continuing to take these, going for our next run to try to take these highs, maybe in the New York session. To be honest, I don't trade the New York session, so I wouldn't know how that responds, but that's what I'd think. So I'll get rid of that. Because of this positioning where we are now, I wouldn't be going short. All right, guys, I'm going to get a coffee. And I'll come back. It's 9:15, but I'm still going to get the coffee. It doesn't matter. Alright guys, where we're at. Still waiting for the bloody jug to boil. Let's have a look. Okay. So that line would be the 5 minute short. So currently failing to go long. You just don't want to jump in this too early. So we can go sideways a little bit and then try to get it for the next leg. So let's have a see. We might say something like that's leg 1. Something like that's leg 2. Might take us close there, so we'll see what happens. Just obviously don't want to jump in it too early. Especially if the risk is quite big. Yeah. So have to see what this happens. What happens if it fails to go long, then we might be getting ready for a short. Alright guys, I'm back. Hey, where are we? Dang, that level come close, hey? Yeah, that level come extremely close. I wouldn't know where to put the entry in if I was to take this though. Let's have a look. 5 minute. Fire, that does look like it's going to. Yeah, that does look like it's going to push short, eh? Far. I don't know where I'm going to put it if I do try go. because I'd probably want like a power bar. So maybe if I get that to come up and go long and then fails and then comes back, can take it. But especially with this only 50 seconds left, that's a strong short candle. Okay. Because otherwise the risk, I probably have to put it there, which is a 5 minute, 5 minute stop. But ideally, you only want to risk, see the stop loss, you only want to risk 1 bar. So you want to risk 1 bar and maybe win, win a couple bars. You don't want to risk 1, 2, 3, 4 bars worth to only make maybe 1 or 2 bars. See what happened to that 5 minute. What's this one? Oh, wait. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay. Good 5 minute close. See, I'd probably only be targeting that anyway. Just that low. So I might just go 1-to-1, 40. I might just have to go like that. And if it stops me out, it stops me out. But I mean, this isn't an ideal entry. I'll play it or just leave it. And it'll either stop me out or it'll go to my target, and we'll just call it a night. So remove that. Fortunately, I do want to bring this down a little bit. Maybe I just leave it there and I'll just squeeze it. Let's see what happens on this 5 minute. Because I mean, we could be going sideways for quite a while. So I might actually just stop loss this to break even. Or should I just leave it? Let's stop loss to break even. Hey, when that does that, eh? Get rid of this line. There we go. Oh, I should just left. Only reason why I sort of wanted to get out of that is because I checked the time. It's like 9 o'clock. I don't want to be here trading all night. Otherwise, I might not end up getting to bed. Yeah, so we probably will go take out that low. Oh yeah, so there we go. Oh well, took myself out of that. That's all right. It is what it is. Those are just small scalps. What I didn't want to happen is just between these, the two moving average trap zones. I did think we'd at least take that high out. That's sort of what's happening here. I don't want it to do this. And then get ready for the US session where we just go sideways. These two moving averages come together and then we get ready to blast off. I'll see if there's a previous example. We'll get ready to blast off, when the US session starts. sort of like that. Just go sideways a bit, get ready for the US session, and then decide to move. Move. So yeah, I just made a coffee, so I can't really see too much that's going to happen anytime soon. That was probably the most which was going to happen. I did outline that when I had that little box. So that was. I'll actually, let's do a recap. Let's recap everything. So I'll get rid of these. I'll get rid of all of these, 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 these. Oh, there goes the 9 o'clock alarm. I'm just going to do a bit of paperwork. So let's recap everything. So there's our 5 minute chart. Here's the 2 minute chart. Okay, so we ended up taking this one. So that was that power bar. So there, I believe we had it there. We took it and we actually entered in on this candle here. So it would have taken a 1-to-1 quite easy. I think I diddied out a little bit, freaked out a bit when this just shot off really, really quick. And then we went up, and this is the 3-finger spread. So I actually took this first reversal. I think I entered there. And then I decided to stop out at break even because I was hoping it would push towards those highs. And if we did push towards those highs, I just wanted to save my account profit because I wanted to try to take a massive short and just leverage up, 10, 12 contracts type thing, 8, 10, 12 contracts and just run it back really, really far short. But then we had this one, failed to follow through, and I think I entered on that one. So below this green candle, when I seen it was failing to follow through. And then when we had this, a strong push off the moving average, and then little to no follow through. So we had no follow through, little to no follow through. And then, when that candle went, and then this one, it was this one. So this one shot off as well. So I did it out again, even though the ultimate target would have been trying to hold it down here. And then I think, did we take the color change? No, we could have taken the color change here. But same thing, I just didn't want to risk my capital on that. So I left that, even though that was a good color change. And then same as this trade we just took. Yeah, same as this trade. So we got in. So it would have taken out that low quite easily. And then obviously just closed quite well on that one too. Now it's going to come back towards the red line. So that would have been 1, 2. So we took 2 good trades, $116. 2 good trades, and then good read on 1, and then good read on 2. So 4 potential trades. So let's do the recap. So we'll go text. So 2 from 2. 2 from 2. 2 from 2. Missed. 2 from 2. What was our first trade? Our first trade was the power bar clearing and a color change. T1 power bar clearing / color change. Felt good. Diddied. Oh, what the heck just happened there? How the heck do you spell diddy? Like that, diddied out when candle moved to clip. Felt good on the read overall. Okay, T2, reverse, so market law 4. Actually, power bar start, market law 4. And what else did we have? Yeah, market law 4, yep. Felt good on the read. Did it out and it moved too quick. Did it out when it moved too quick. What the heck am I doing? Yeah, let's leave it at that. So yeah, you could have probably, I mean, that was a long time to hold if you did take this. So if you did manage to take that one and just hold it, yeah, call it 200 ticks. Yeah, there's a long time to sit through it. So an extra $80, I mean, it's a fair bit. It's a fair bit. If you kept caught those ads, probably would have did like $250 night. So it's alright. Eh? You can see the 5-minute looks like it's going to go a little bit lower as well. A strong close. Just got to see what happens. Might go sideways a little bit. Color change. Yeah, so you probably target down there. 1-to-1 color change short. Yeah, no, looks good. All right, so probably next trade we'll probably go sideways a bit. Wait for these lines to come. They'll either cross or you'll be getting ready to go long again. So, but let's do this. Let's put that there. Let's put that there. So there, there. Okay, color. Let's go white. Let's go background black. Okay. Let's have a look at the font. Let's have a look at the size. Let's see what 12 looks like. Might turn these back to yellow. So black, yellow. Save chart image. Okay, let's go desktop. All right, nice. Well, let's have a look. That's the live session. So let me just have a look at this. Let's go. How do I even end this? Let's have a look. What is that? Live chat. Okay, let's have a see. Hey. Damn, you can tell I'm real amateur at this. Podcast chat. What the heck's a podcast chat? Oh, that's cool. That's a podcast chat. Oh, you can sit. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, so maybe I'll keep that somewhere next time. Restore chat. Okay. View channel. Hey, I think the chat's paused. Well, the market's still moving. Hey, I think the chat's paused. Oh, no, it's not. That's funny. Well, the market's still moving. Hey, I think the chat's paused. Oh, no, it's not. That's funny. Well, the market's still moving. Hey, I think the chat's paused. Oh, no, it's not. Well, the market's still moving. Hey, I think the chat's paused. Oh, no, it's not. Well, the market's still moving. How the heck do I get off of this? Use live stream. Oh, that's the live stream. What the heck? Live stream. Oh, that's the live stream. Live stream. Oh, that's the live stream. Alright, guys. I don't know if anyone watched. Maybe one person joined in to watch. So 2.5 hours, not bad. 118 US. I'm happy with that. Slowly compound the account. So we'll end the stream. Thanks for tuning in.